It's got a certain look to it, don't you think? It's got a certain romantic style here. Beautiful sunrise this morning. Nice and cool out here. I'm heading to the gardens at H.E.A.R.T Village. Got a tour of it the other day. I just got to show you some of this stuff. First thing I want to show you is this cassava plant. I'm excited to see how these things grow because we eat a lot of that. Trying to eat less grain. This is a good starch. That's actually a root. Check this out. This is where you harvest the cassava. Underneath the ground, around this plant. This is what it looks like above. You see this plant? You just cut a cutting. Maybe here and here. Look, I got one for you. And then it looks like this. Get about 10 nodes, I guess what you would call these things. These little notches here. Then all you gotta do is put it into the ground. I mean, the way it was growing, I guess it was growing up this way. So you wanna put it in that way. You wanna put 7 nodes under the ground and 3 above. Here, there it is. And then they've mulched around it. You just come out here and get some breakfast, Joseph?
Yes, I did.
You got your main helper here?
My number one farm hand.
Who's that?
That's Olivia.
Check it out. Let's do this. Purple yam. Isn't that pretty? A couple cool things about this purple yam. Well, one, it's purple. It's beautiful. You cut this, the edge starts to heal, if you will. It'll end up like that. And this is savable. This will save just like this for 6 months. It's a nice starchy food. Easy to grow. These can get up to over 100 pounds, the guy was saying. This is their annual garden. You guys notice anything different about this? This could be inspirational to us because they're mimicking third world situations where there's not much available. You see these fences for holding up, let's say, the peas? Just bamboo. Just string. They're using mulch not just because it's good for the stuff, but because it makes it labor easier because people don't have tillers, all those kinds of things. It's not uncommon to see cinder blocks in a situation like this and a raised bed. You being patient? You going around with Daddy this Sunday morning? Is he giving Mama a break?
That's right.
You giving Mama a break? She got a day off in the morning?
Is that a chicken?
You hear the chicken?
What does the rooster say? What does the pig say? How do I get out of here and get to it myself?
What in the world is this, Joseph? This is awesome.
This is chayote. This is the same vegetable that you find in the grocery store, a little round fruit. This is a different variety that we have here. It's a clean skin variety. We also have a spiny skin variety, which you can find in most grocery stores. This is the same color as the one you find in the grocery store, but they are all the same vegetable. They're just a different variety.
Besides a cool shade cover here, cool tunnel, why are you so excited about this?
I'm so excited about this because of the production that it's given, especially this darker green variety. And it's a perennial crop, so even though it will stop producing fruit, it will come back in November and give through the winter here in Florida.
What does it taste like, or how do you prep it?
Oh, great. It's in the squash family, so it's very similar to squash. It has a white inside that can be chopped up and fried just like squash, and it's actually better. It's planted in the entire vegetable sprouts from the top, and that whole vegetable is planted then as an entire seed.
Do you guys wonder what this is? Bamboo sticks sticking up around this garden? I wondered, and I said, what is that for? You guys want to guess what that's for? Armadillo. Keep the armadillos away. And I said, hey, well, does it work? Yeah, it works. Are they eating the plants? No, they're not eating the plants. But they will dig up and just tear up the place looking for bugs. Oh, well, look at who do we have here?
Gideon.
Come on, guys. You guys coming in?
Yeah, we're dropping him to
Good.
come.
Oh, you're dropping him off?
Yeah.
You don't want to come? Okay.
I'll
Here.
come.
Oh, good. You come.
I don't.
Come on. Come on, guys. You want to come, Jonah?
Yeah.
Come on. See those bamboo, guys?
Yeah.
What do you think that bamboo's for? What would be your wildest guess?
Not letting the dirt off?
Not letting the dirt off? Okay. That's not a terrible guess. It's for blocking out armadillos. Your face. Do you know what an armadillo is?
Yes.
What are you afraid? You afraid? You afraid one's coming out? You afraid one's gonna hit? What? I saw your face. I saw your face.
Are there really armadillos?
You don't have to worry
here?
about armadillos. They won't mess with you.
Are there really armadillos here?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's new to me too, buddy. I didn't know. We're learning something every day here. Check this out, guys. Look at this greenhouse they put together, a greenhouse frame. Well, wait a minute. Why are they having a greenhouse here in South Florida, down in Lake Wales? They're simulating an even more southern area, and it can frost here, guys. It's gotten down to 18 degrees here before. Now that's rare, but it has. So they do have some greenhouse. That's just some plastic that can go over this. And I said, oh my gosh, this didn't cost you much. How much does this cost you? $100 for all this. Somebody gave them this plastic so they made do with it. There's actually, what is it called? Rebarb. There's actually rebarb inside of this. I said, how'd you bend it? He just stuck it into the ground. And he said he just bent it. I guess he just girded up his loins and bent it. I'm talking about Josh, the garden manager here. Then you put this plastic over it. And I said, how do you put the plastic over it? He says it's a big pain in the butt. But you know what? You get something cheap like this, it's not always going to be easy. So you just shimmy it up, I guess. He said it also gets stuck. So I guess the what do you see? Huge.
Yeah.
You see all these huge vegetables?
Yeah.
So he's kind of got to wet it down so it'll slide over this plastic, and they just kind of shimmy it up. And I guess for the few days that you might have to use it, and you can save all the crops in here, it would be worth it. Josiah said, what's that? And I said, I think it's a mango. Based on, it looks just like this plant, and that's got some mangoes growing on it. You know what I want to observe about this? It's kind of cool. This is built in very inexpensively, but it doesn't look bad. It's still tidy, it's still orderly, even though they're using cinder blocks and then wood, and sometimes it's cinder blocks and woods together. It's got a certain look to it, don't you think? It's got a certain romantic style here. I'm in their urban garden simulated area. Notice it's all containers, okay? People don't always have access to the ground. You want to know what that is?
Strawberry.
You guys, why don't you pick them a strawberry, Josiah? Look, this is a rooftop simulation. A lot of times you have cemented roofs, and you can grow in very little soil. See? Pick him a strawberry. There's one right there, guys. Is that one not ready?
No, look right there.
Oh, okay. See, I'm proud of you, buddy. You know how to look at a strawberry, see? It can be deceiving because it can be red on top. But Josiah turned it over to look. He knows from experience. It's tricky.
I used to have them.
So, I'm sorry, there's not any ready, Mr. Brown. No, see, don't get tricked.
Don't get tricked.
See how it's not ready on the bottom? Since the boys couldn't find a strawberry, I felt sorry for them. When I was out here touring the other day, Josh gave us a papaya. And I am saying Josh. There's a Josh, garden manager, and that's Joseph. He's out here. I said, Joseph, do you mind getting us a papaya? So now we're gonna get to see how it's done, boys. Are you afraid the tree's gonna lean over too much?
Yes. Oh, I should probably catch that.
Because their lifespan is not that long, is it?
No, it's not.
Or at least for harvesting fruit off of it.
It's not, and once it gets too tall, it'll break off. It could be cut back right here, and this new stalk would regrow in fruit too.
Okay.
And so for us, that's what we'll do once we peel all this fruit off the top
All
of
right,
it.
give it to him and let him show us how it's done. Guys, this is papaya like you've never tasted before.
This variety is called Red Lady.
And this is not the kind you find in the store, right?
It's not that.
Usually what you find in the store with these things are shelf-stable, bred for that. They're bred to be able to handle shipment and bouncing around, and Joseph's shaking his head.
Oh, yes.
They're not necessarily selected for great taste and nutrient density.
Absolutely, especially it's the harder shell that you need for a grocery store.
He's cut it in half. He made some slits across it. Try some. Try some, Mr. Brown. What's that about? Try some. Come on, try some. You try some? You try some? Come on, will you? It's so good.
It is so good.
Why aren't you trying that?
It's a little soft.
Yeah.
It is the fruit though. They're all like that. That's my one thing. I wish that this was a little. And it's given us fruit all year round. Once it's established in the ground, in 18 months, it will start producing fruit from seedling.
Yeah.
And it will produce fruit
That's nuts.
for a long time.
Whether you like it or not, you figure out how to like it. And you get used to it if you live in this area. Because that's an easy, very productive fruit to grow here. Check this out. What I want you to notice about this. You don't have a fence. Well, how about planting one? This will grow up and this will keep out certain things. I mean, it might not keep out everything, but it would keep in or out many certain things. Might even keep you out, Mr. Brown. Maybe this could be implemented in an orphanage to keep the small kids in a certain area. You guys want to climb the mountain?
Yeah.
Go ahead, climb the mountain. Yeah, buddy. You're getting up it. Hey, you want me to help? You want help? I'll hold your hand?
Yeah.
I wonder if there's a view up here. Yes, a little bit of a view. There he is, Josh.
Hey.
Has arrived. Good morning, buddy.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Josh is the garden manager here. And everybody I'm talking to around here says he's the man. So I do want to ask him how he's done all this in the Florida sand, if it was a challenge or what he's done with minimal resources. So Josh, how did you go from Florida sand to these nice raised beds here?
So these beds are based on the same really poor parent soils. And if you look, the native landscape here kind of tells you the story that this is a very, very poor soil that's very prone to drought and very low fertility. So we use primarily we use all inputs in our gardens that are from the farm. Which
Hang on for a second, he's gonna interrupt us.
Oh, Baba did it.
Baba get it. I can't. So you were saying, what is your primary input?
Yeah, so our inputs into this soil are all generated on the farm. We have rabbit manure here. So
nice.
we have rabbits, goats, chickens, and water buffalo. So we collect and integrate all that manure into these gardens, and also compost, which we make from food scraps and bags of leaves on the side of the road and grass clippings and anything else we can get.
Yeah.
We also make biochar, which is essentially charcoal that we soak in a nutrient solution and then put in the soil. You can see here that we integrate the amendments right into a particular spot. Get out of here. Right into a particular spot in the garden. So the fertility is concentrated right around this vegetable seedling.
Oh.
We don't just...
and that's rabbit manure right there?
Rabbit manure, compost, and maybe some biochar.
Okay.
This is called a planting station.
Can you put the buffalo or the goat directly on it like that?
We let those sit we usually use those on our perennials. So if I'm planting a tree or a papaya or something like that, I'll use that.
Okay.
And over the years, just that adding of that material and also always having the ground covered in this mulch layer, it becomes very microbial and also more rich in nutrients. So you can take a handful of this and then just take a handful from the path in the middle of the day and you can see a big difference in color.
Nice. Thank you, Josh, for your time.
Sure thing.
We really appreciate it. You're doing a great work here, buddy.
Thank you.
We packed up and left H.E.A.R.T. That was a great stay. We're coming back to a familiar place. You remember when we lost all that footage? Well, we don't give up that easy. Hey again, Kevin.
How's it going, man?
And this time, I guess it was for a good reason, because looky here. He's got some baby chicks going, brand spanking new. He's mulched his garden bed even more. This is what I feel like is a typical backyard. And Kevin's just getting started. We've seen some established food forests lately, some things like that, some big organizational farms. No, this is just a man, a woman, and their 2 children. He's working, she's keeping house, taking care of the kids, and they're just doing what they can, and they're doing an amazing job. So I think you guys can really relate. The plant started, a chicken system. We're going to dive into this in tomorrow's video. One thing before I end this vlog, our next meetup, Tampa, Florida, March 22nd. It'll be at Sandhill Farms, an amazing permaculture farm. I'll leave the link down below. It's just gonna be a meetup. Just stop by, say hello from 5 to 7. More info in the description.